For a new romance mystery, will blink and you'll miss it. Let's talk about it in this video. Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we're going to be doing a review for Blink and You'll Miss It #1. This is a new book from Boom Studios. I am very excited for this book because of the creative team. So let's talk about them. This is written by Ethan Parker and Griffin Sheridan. You have maybe seen these creators on the channel. They also have a second book coming out this same week. We'll have a review for that as well. Make sure to check that out. This is with art by Keith Browning, colors by Brad Simpson. This is a very, very exciting issue. It's a new story, it's a new mystery, but it's a little bit of a thematically and tonally, it's a very kind of dark story that just kind of sucks you in as you kind of go. I think the pacing of this first issue, as you drop into this world, this town. So let's talk a little bit about the synopsis. This centers on Melody and Jesse, once a romantically involved in a small town. Blink and you'll miss it is a surreal romance mystery when Jesse learns that Melody is trapped in Perennial Harbor. As reality itself unravels, Melody begins slipping backwards in time, inching towards erasure. As Jesse races to save her, they must discover whether Melody's curse holds an inevitable doom or hidden redemption. And that's really just like the very, very first glimpse of that. There's a lot more stuff that happens in the issue. Um, I want to talk about the art a little bit first. There's some really cool character designs, and the idea of this town, Perennial Harbor. It feels like maybe your everyday town, but as you kind of dive into the issue, there's a few things that just kind of seem a little bit off, right? It's a very remote location. It's very difficult to get into this town. I think time is a very important factor and a theme in this book. So you'll definitely get nods to that. All this comes to us from the perspective of the main character who we're following around, and it really just, as we explore the town itself, everything seems to be normal, but there's these little hints that there's something off, right? What is happening to this town? Why has the town not changed since they were last here? Yeah, it's very interesting. So whether we are exploring time and memory and just kind of remembering how things used to be versus how they are now or how they appear to be. There's also, of course, the romantic entanglement of like what happened to this relationship. Why are we why are we in this situation at the moment, and how can these people kind of move forward from it, which I think is also very interesting, right? So Jesse is our main character that we follow along, but we definitely meet Melody as well in this first issue. uh it's a little bit of a dreamlike, very surreal. The visuals are very dark in tone, but never to the determinant of the art. I think the art really shines through that in a really fun way. And then, of course, there's a really cool last page reveal that kind of turns the whole thing upside down. Yeah, this is a very well put together book. A really great way to hook you on that first issue. I just really enjoyed the ride as I was reading this and then getting ready for the review and trying to take, just trying to make little mental notes of like, what are the important things? What should I be focusing on? What is real and what isn't? Because you also kind of have to maybe sort that out on your own. What are these memories? And of course, why would you come back after maybe you've kind of moved on from this? How important is this relationship to Jesse, and who's going to stand in her way? But like I said, that last page, like there was already things that seemed really off about the town and these little clues, but the last page really just kind of puts it right up in front of your face. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Big shout out to, first of all, Ethan and Griffin for just having a couple of books come out on the same week. That's pretty incredible. They also just had a Marvel book a few weeks ago, so it's been really fun kind of seeing them from their journey from Kill Your Darlings a couple years ago to now being very prolific writers. So that's excellent. Hopefully we can get them back on the show. very soon because I have a lot of questions and I think there's a lot to talk about. So, yeah, big shout out to the creative team. And then, of course, if you want this really kind of cool, surreal, bizarre mystery, you want to check this out from Boom Studios coming out on August 6th. It drops as well as Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. I'll do a separate review, but it is also co-written by these guys from IDW. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.